Hi guys, how you doing? I hope you're good, hope you're fine. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time, please don't make it too less. Consider subscribing and join our beautiful family. So happy to have you. Yes guys, and well, this is just a vulnerable post from me. Yes, the year began, and I just want to give an account of the quarter of my year. The year began, I had goals for the year 2025 and the things I wanted to do from the beginning of the year, so that at the end of the year I may experience or realize changes in my life. Okay, and honestly, I'm a person who I love when I'm being productive. I love when there is something going on with me and in my life, and when it seems like there is nothing happening like substantial, I feel so frustrated, or I feel like I'm wasting my life, I'm wasting my time. And I just feel like, especially more so this year, being my second year in marriage, and I just feel like I'm growing, responsibilities are increasing. I really wanted to be a better person, to do better, and to work towards my dreams, my goals, because I'm not getting any younger apparently. And I can't believe that I am now in my late 20s. I'm about to hit 30s in a few years. Okay, and so this year I feel like I'm at a place where I really wanted to see change in my life. I wanted to make better choices. I wanted to make new, or replace habits that have been eating and wasting my time, wasting my years, and just having me stay backwards in terms of my dreams and my goals, and actually what has been stopping me from living the life that I really wanted. Okay, and so I had goals for the year, better habits, to embrace and work on. And honestly, as the year began, I knew things were gonna change, and I must say that there are some things, like I was staying in the house, at the better part of last year, but this year I was intentional to go out, which was to also help me manage my time, which I am doing. But I feel like 90% of the goals I set myself to do, I have failed terribly. I want to be honest, and I want to say this because I feel like it has really been weighing me down for the first quarter, and I feel like I got to a place where I was discouraged, I felt helpless, I was in a funk, and it's like I surrendered to fate. I have already failed, I was just going with the flow. But there's a part of me that was nagging me and making me feel like, no, you have to get up, you have to start where you failed. But one thing I also realized, that through this season where I've just been feeling discouraged, feeling like I'm a failure, feeling like I don't have what it takes in me to do the things I desire to do. But obviously and honestly, I know that there's no way I can be having the burden to do something, to build a life that I don't have the capacity to do. I got myself to actually understand that this is not just physical, this is not just me having these thoughts, this is actually the enemy trying to put me down, and the enemy trying to have me stay where I am, whereas I know there is a place where God has ordained me to be, in terms of my personal life, in terms of managing my time, in terms of my responsibilities, in terms of my goals and what I really want to achieve. I know, I can feel it within me that there is a greater cause, there is something bigger that I'm called to do. But the enemy has constantly been trying to box me down and trying to have me stay down and continue with my old habits, continue with the same system. There are changes I actually implemented, trying to wake up early, trying to work out so that I can feel better about myself and feel more productive and lighter. And as the year began, I was doing so well, I was doing good. And then along the way, I had a challenge in balancing going out and working out, and then just one day and then the second day I realized that I had lost track of my habits. I had lost track of my goals already. I am falling off the plan that I had. And so I just, before I realized it, of course, life is happening, things are going on, there are other things demanding for me to be there, and within no time I have fallen off, consistency. And one thing, the devil does not delay. The devil is just waiting to have you miss, and then he is on you, trying to condemn you. I started feeling condemned. I started feeling guilt for not being consistent on my YouTube. Started feeling guilt of falling off my workouts and not being able to work out daily as I had purposed and promised to do. Because there's something, when you make a commitment to yourself, when you fail, there is just the way you will definitely feel about yourself. And so there is where I was, feelings of guilt, condemnation, and then self-sabotaging now, self-betrayal. I feel like I can't even believe in myself anymore, because if I say that I'll do and I don't do, feeling defeated. But then I just was at a place where I was like, no, this is not normal. This is not just all. The enemy is behind this. The devil is trying to put me down. The devil is trying to make me, stay where I am. And I want to do better. I want to get better. And so I remember just deciding, no, I have to start where I am. You have to start where you are. It is okay to start all over again. Yes, because imagine me staying in this state, and then the year goes and the year comes to an end. Nothing has changed. But I just wanted to be open with you guys, and also for accountability, because I had goals. And also, I think I also shared with you, I started a business. I just got to a place where I felt demotivated because I wasn't seeing results, but because I also feel like I wasn't putting in the work anymore. There was no that continuity from my side. Okay, and so I just felt like it was important for me to take responsibility. I have sat down, I've thought about it, and I'm like, I have to take responsibility first of all, as I trust God from this moment, from this new quarter of the year, to start again. I want to start again. And I'm just sharing this to encourage someone out there who feels like they have fallen off track, fallen off the habits, or them just trying to make something better out of their life. That is me. I'm telling you, I don't know whether it's just me, but that thing can really even hurt your esteem. Okay, because you just feel like you made goals, and it's like you made a commitment to yourself. When you fail yourself, it is like betraying yourself, and you lose confidence. Slowly you lose confidence in yourself. You are not sure anymore whether when you can say something, you can commit to doing it. And that is not what I want for myself, because no, I don't want to fail me. And so I just thought to just be accountable to you guys. And I also feel like it will help me to know that I'm being held accountable. Of course, I talk to my husband, express how I feel. I'm just feeling like I've fallen off. I don't even understand anymore where I am headed, but I don't want to stay there. That is where I've been. That's how I've been feeling, because I fell off. But I feel like I want to pick up myself again. I want to recollect myself again and start moving and working towards my dreams. And once in a while, maybe I'll bring you guys along on the small tiny things I'm doing to make sure that I get back on track. I wanted to wake up earlier this year. I've been going back to sleep after I prepare my husband to go back to work. And of course, it's a dynamic that I've also been trying to work out since I got married, because a lot has changed, a lot has changed, and I just needed to find my ground. Those are things I wanted to work on. Even before children come, I wanted to be at a better place. I wanted to be a better person. And so I just feel like I really failed myself, but I want to take responsibility. And also I want to say that I have forgiven myself. I have to say that I have forgiven myself, because honestly, I have failed. Yes, there are moments where I felt like I had an excuse for it, but honestly, a majority or a major part of my failure in my commitment to my goals is mostly on me, and I know I can do better. I know I can sacrifice. I know I can do what I have to do to make things work. And so I just want to do better. I want to forgive myself for, first of all, failing. Honestly, I failed so big, and I feel like that's not what I don't want to continue like that. Honestly, I have goals as a person. Even as I close out on my 20s, I want better. I want better for me. I want better for my family, better for my children. I want to be a better person for my generation. And so I just thought to share with you. And if you are that person who maybe you feel like you fell off at some point, I just thought to also encourage you that there are people out here also who we have set goals, but in one moment or another we have fallen off. We have fallen back to our old habits. You have fallen back to our comfort zones. We have fallen back to what seems, appealed to the flesh, and not being willing to actually pay the price for us to see the change that we truly want to see. And honestly, it may seem you may be scared, but I want to just have the courage to again face my goals, face face the things I have to do for the sake of the life that I want to have, and the changes I want to see in my life. That is waking up early, doing my workouts. I just want to, they were not even, I feel like I went down and realized that if I am able to address these habits that make up my daily lifestyle, it's gonna impact so much on my consistency, on my channel, my commitment in my ministry, my career, and everything, my family. I will do so much better if I'm able to build better habits. And so I am praying about it also. I'm not doing it on my own. I'm praying, and I've been praying about it, that God may help me to overcome every mindset that has been limiting me, that has been holding me back, that has been just having me stay back, every spirit of poverty. Because at times you realize that the way we've been raised, our nature, and where we come from impacts so much on how we do things, impact so much on how we do and go about our lives. Sluggishness, laziness, time management, poor time management. I really have a lot to do, and I've just been feeling so bad, and I thought I just want to speak it out, okay? And also to, in a way, be like, I acknowledge that this has been my my failure. I acknowledge that I have failed, but I also say that I know I have what it takes to do better. I have what it takes to still work and build and move towards my dreams. It is not yet over. The year is still on. I know if I commit, I am able to do. I welcome you guys to hold me accountable, and just encourage me through this journey. I honestly want better. I honestly want better for myself, and I'm not even thinking of just too much in terms of material things. I want a better system for myself, a better culture, a better way of life for myself. And I know that is going to impact so much about me. It's going to impact my health. And so pray with me, walk with me, and join me also if you feel that you have fallen off. Change is not easy, but it's possible. Change is hard, but I want to do the hard work. I want to do the hard part. There is where I've been stuck. There is where I have failed, but I want to commit to do the hard work. And I welcome you if you somehow have felt the same about yourself. I want to encourage you that yes, you may have those feelings, you may have fallen, because definitely you're trying to do something new. It may be faced, it has to be faced with some opposition, but you know what? I believe that I'm meant for it. I believe that for me to have perceived that there is better that I want, I am able and I am meant for it, and I deserve it. And so I just want to commit towards doing it. And even though the oppositions come, I want to move beyond the oppositions, and I want to actually, one thing that I'm learning is to constantly watch over your mind. I am intentional about the thoughts I am allowing, and just addressing any negativity. I want to do better. I want to do well. I want to do well. I know I don't want to show up over here as a perfect lady. No, I want to show up in a way that is also relatable and can encourage you also, because these are normal, life experiences. And even as I work towards a better person, I want also you to trace my journey. Okay, so yes guys, we try again. We're gonna start again. It is not too late. We're gonna have to, I want something better out of my 20s before I turn 30s, guys. Pray with me, hold me accountable, keep reminding me, keep supporting me. I will really, really appreciate. I love you so much. If you feel you are in the same place, let me know in the comment section. And if you are willing to start again, if you are willing to redeem yourself again, just arise from those feelings of defeat and from the funk of life, and just a step at a time, a day at a time. But I believe change is possible, and it is paramount. It is very important. And so yeah, I just thought to be transparent with you. That's where I am, and yeah, I'm trusting God to do better. I want to be bold and face my fears. So yes guys, thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't. Like the video, it helps to grow my channel. Share, all that good stuff. I will really, really appreciate. See you guys in the next video. Bye.